we should fully go live.
Okay. Anytime you're ready. Take it out. Please.
Go ahead, Sister Petgrave.
Yeah. All right. Good evening, everyone. I trust you had a great day, and we know today was just nice weather. A little overcast, but something we can work with. So I am hoping that you're going to be enjoying the segment we had today. We're talking about getting you started on seriously on a plant-based diet. I know we dabble in it, but we don't really take it seriously until maybe something happened and we start thinking about it seriously. So this evening, I'm going to keep my thing very light. I have I'm doing a juice, very, very easy juice we're going to be doing. And I want you to do it with you. And I'm doing a smoothie. I'm supposed to do 2 smoothies, but we'll see how we get through the evening, okay? If you have any question or if you have any concern, don't hesitate to ask. Just let me know and we will talk about it. I will try to talk about it anyway. All right? So why are we talking about doing a plant-based diet? Why is it that every time somebody is suffering from some malady, some heart problem or something, the doctor will tell you to go on a plant-based diet? I think you should think about that because a lot of things we know that plant-based diet is good for us, but yet we do not practice it. And so I really want you to get into the habit of doing a plant-based diet on a regular, serious. All right. Now I have a few things here that we're going to just talk about. We talk about our vegetables, and vegetables are really, really, really good for you. But you can't eat just vegetable. A lot of people are concerned about if we go on a plant-based diet, where are we going to have our protein? That's an old adage. You get your protein from everything you eat. All the vegetables, all your fruits, all your seeds, all your nuts, everything has proteins in there, okay? So don't feel that you're deprived. So I am going to, this evening, I'm going to make a juice.
Beautiful.
And I want you to,
I love it.
I'll tell you what we have cucumber, we have 3 apples, red apples they want, and ginger. Go ahead, ginger here. And my fat nice ginger. You can't have too much ginger because if you have too much ginger, what will happen to you? Some people don't like the overpowering taste of ginger. So we want you to just go easy with the ginger until your palate is accustomed to it, okay? All right, so we're ready to go. And there are other things that I had to have in here is the pineapple. And I won't tell you what happened to my pineapple, but we'll have pineapple. Okay. The best thing to do when you're having doing juicing or doing smoothies or just having salad, the best thing for you to do is to get if you don't grow these fruits and vegetables yourself, you should buy the organic. Some fruits like ripe banana, mangoes, and things like that, you don't have to have a organic. But things like those stuff, like strawberries, blueberries, you should really, really, really plan on having, okay? Remember now, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Give me a cutting board. This is good. Okay. This is my new juicer, and I am going to try to. My new juicer, yes. I don't know how many of you got the juicer. Remember I told you about what kind of juicer you need? You really need a slow juicer, right? Because if you don't get a slow juicer, you won't get the maximum benefit from your fruits and vegetables.
So juicer, what is that?
A slow juicer is a juicer with a low RPM, doesn't tear up the fruits and the vegetable. It juices, it extracts the juice from it. So this one here is a nano juicer, and it's one of the better ones on the market right now. Now you have to cut it up small, because if you, I'll show you the shoot here. Shoot here is small, so you have to get the thing going in here, and it has to be small. Okay, you put it too and it's not too loud. It's kind of quiet. And I'm doing the soft one first. Oh, my thing. Maybe I should turn this around a little so you could see how it operates.
I know.
So I'm going to turn this around a little bit so you could see how it operates.
Oh, it has two shoots. Okay.
Okay, this here is the discarded stuff that's coming out, and the juice comes out. Okay, let's go. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask, because this is just doing its thing.
So where would you get one of those juices from?
This one you have to buy from the Nana NANA company. You get it directly from them. And I can send you the information on them.
Yeah. What's the price range?
It's around $3.99.
Okay, $3.99.
$399.
Okay.
But to get a good juicer, you know, it's not.
I have a Jacqueline juicer. Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, yes.
I have a juicer. I have that type of juicer, and I find it's good.
If you have a Jacqueline, that's not a slow juicer, and it doesn't take good care of your fruits and your vegetables.
What do you mean by that? Doesn't take care?
It rips up the cell So when you're having you're not getting the full quality of the juice, okay? And what it does too, it also oxidizes quickly. You have to actually drink it as soon as you're finished, because you won't be able to leave it in the refrigerator. I can leave my juice in the refrigerator for a couple days, but you wouldn't be able to do that.
So what you're saying, the slower the juice is, the better it is? The
Yeah.
slower our juice is?
Yes,
Okay.
much better.
So Blossom, it's Del Ray. I wanted to just ask you a question. It's Del Ray. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Yeah, now that you mentioned about putting the juice, like if you juice too much and you put it in the refrigerator, I know, you can't keep it in there too long, but
Yes.
but what happens to it if you keep it too long? Will it decrease the strength of it, the consistency? Yeah.
You lose all the nutrients. It oxidizes, and when it oxidizes, it changes the quality of the juice, and you're really drinking like, oh, it tastes awful too.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've kept it in the fridge like maybe about 3 days, but drinking it like a little bit every day, because we drink juice here too. I have a Hamilton Beach, and we juice a lot of different things, but sometimes if we make like a gallon size or whatever, and we're doing a cleansing or something like that, we may keep it in the fridge for about 3 days, and we drink a little bit at a time.
Well, the only thing I can tell you, when you do that, you should put it in individual bottles like this.
Yeah.
And what you do, you need to have it filled up to the top, right up to the top. So there's no air getting in there. You're going to keep it for a couple of days. Use smaller bottles so you can have, store it properly.
Yeah. Okay.
If you store it in a big jug or something like that, no good. Because every time you open it, you're getting more
air and stuff.
Air in there, and it's oxidized.
And is it best to use glass bottles?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even if the plastic says whatever, it's good for what, don't believe it.
Okay.
What about if you put a bit of lemon in it? Oh, sorry. What about if you put a little lemon? What she's saying that she juices a lot, and in order to keep it more than even 3 days, can you put some lemon, a little bit of lemon in it to keep it?
No, the lemon is not what's keeping it, really. The lemon, you should follow, if you're following a recipe, follow the amount of lemon, because if you put too much lemon in there too, it's not good. It has to be a certain ratio.
Okay.
I have a question. You probably answered it already in another segment. So if you're purchasing a juicer, is there like a certain speed you need to look for, or like what do you look for when purchasing a juicer?
Oh, first of all, you're going to say the juicer should be a low RPM, and the next thing you're going to look for, if it's durable, if it's, if it has a good track record, because some juicers, people talk about them. It's popular, but it's not necessarily the best one on the. So you get somebody who's reputable, who has done some study on it or something, so you know you're getting a good product, okay? Okay, so my juice, probably won't finish this juice this evening, but I'll tell you what, you get the idea about the juice, because I want to do a smoothie this evening also. So this is the pineapple juice. I'm going to put this with this, so you will have a complete juice. So the recipe again would be, let me tell you the recipe again. Let me turn this off. It would be a whole pineapple, 3, and this is a pineapple right here. These are organic apples. And so I need 3 of these. And we did the cucumber. And let me put a little bit, the thing is, don't put too much ginger, okay? Because ginger can be spicy for some people. So don't put too much ginger in your juice. And they have organic ginger also.
Yeah, I use, that's what I use.
Blossom, can I ask another question?
Yes, go ahead.
Now, what actually makes the fruit or vegetable or organic? It has to be grown, what, in a garden, or what? Because I know there has been controversy as to, whether or not when you go to a grocery store, when they label something organic, is it truly organic?
Well,
because so what is the criteria to make something actually organic?
It depends on, first of all, it depends on where you're getting it from. If the farm is reputable, or it's some people don't even like to buy things from Mexico because it's organic and they're not sure. But if the farm is reputable and you don't read up some horrible stuff about them, then you more or less can trust them that it's organic stuff you're getting. If you grow the stuff yourself and you know you don't put all pesticide in there and all kind of stuff, you know you're getting a good product, okay? So it depends on where it's coming from, where it's telling you. And the store, if you buy something from that store and you know it's a reputable store, you should be able to trust it.
Yeah, because more than likely when you shop at the farmer's market, and they say it's organic, you can kind of trust that, but it's really the grocery store products that, sometimes you can be skeptical about. But like you say, I mean, certain stores have a better reputation than others. Yes, when it comes to that.
And it really comes down to the kind of the pesticides you're using, synthetic stuff. If sometimes you read about those stuff, your bone just still see how people can put all kind of stuff in your foods.
Yeah.
And that's why when we're growing stuff at my house, we make our own, we do a lot of compost. And also make our own, we make our own fertilizer. Like some people don't like it to use fish fertilizer, but we make our own fertilizer. So all of those things you have to take into consideration. All right, I will finish this juice there, but I really don't want the time to fly away and we didn't do a smoothie, okay? So I'll finish my juice in a little while. The thing with a slow juicer, it is slow, okay? And I will finish my juicer, my juicing, because I'm going to have it for breakfast tomorrow. All right, let's try our smoothie now. The smoothie, all you need is a really good blender, okay? You need a really good blender to something that can carry the load when you're blending your thing. And doing a plant-based diet is not too much having just juice and smoothies. You can have salads, you can have, you can cook whatever you want. The thing is that we want you to stop cooking with oil, using extra sugar and all of those things. And that takes a process. Now, this is a Vitamix, and it's it's a new one on the market. So we're going to try and going to make a smoothie. This morning, we have smoothies in the mornings, we have smoothies. So that's what I'm saying this morning. Sorry. We're gonna just plug in our blender. Okay, here we go. Now this, I didn't get a measuring cup. So I need, if you're following a recipe, try to follow the recipe, okay? When you're really good at doing your smoothies and stuff like that, you can create yourself. But when you're following the recipe, try to follow the recipe. So, and if you're using plant-based milk, try to use unsweetened, okay? Don't sweeten it. We're trying to cut down on the sugar because most of the fruits are sweet. So here we go. I'll show you. We want 1 cup of this is almond plant-based milk, and it's unsweetened. And I'll tell you what's in our. We're going to put 1 cup of milk, and we're going to put 1 cup of baby spinach. I washed it already. One cup of baby spinach. So, all right. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're doing mix. These strawberries were organic strawberries. So what I did when I'm doing organic strawberries, I just wash them. I don't take off the green part of it. So I'm doing maybe a 1/2 cup of strawberries. And I'll put that in. And I'm doing mix 1/2 a ripe banana. If you don't like ripe banana, you can use something else. Let's do 2 recipes. And I'm doing blueberries too. You know, when you're doing blueberries in your smoothie, the color is going to look different, right? Because blueberries are really dark, and you're going to have a nice dark looking product. Don't worry about it. It should taste good. So I'm going to do 1/2 cup of this. And if you have any other berries, you can add it also. You could also, so I have 1/2 cup of this berries here. And I'm going to put some hemp seeds in mine. And the hemp seeds just provide some additional protein, okay?
You said what type of seed? Hemp seed?
Hemp. H-E-M-P. Hemp.
Oh, hemp seed. Okay.
Hemp seeds. And I'm putting a teaspoon in there. And you can also use flaxseed, but when you do use the flaxseed, you make sure you grind it up just before you're ready to use it, okay? So you don't, it will also oxidize. And then if you have a leftover, you put it in the freezer. All right, I think I have everything in there. I think I have everything in there, and I am going to get it started now. I freeze all of my fruits, okay? That's the close. Just turn it on. Yeah. Turn it on. Turn it on. I'm going to mute you for a minute so we could, because this is pretty noisy, okay? Yes, all right.
Oh boy.
It's powerful, you know. This is a new,
What number is your Vitamix? Is it the 500 series? Is it 500?
we have to look. We just got it, so
Oh, okay.
I think it's the 3,500. That's a new one.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's not the most beautiful smoothie in the world because of the blueberries. But that should take away from the taste. And this here is, I like my smoothies a little thicker than this. So what I would normally do is put a little bit less milk in there, so you will have a little thicker smoothie. But if you can get into the habit of drinking 132 ounces of smoothie every day, less than that don't make any difference, okay? You need to drink 32 ounces. And if you can do that in the morning before you eat anything, you should have it on an empty stomach. You will be on the way to develop a great habit, okay? And also you juice, if you're doing juicing, you need to do juice on an empty stomach. And if you do your juice first thing in the morning, wait for at least 40 minutes to eat anything else, okay? So it does more benefit to you on an empty stomach. So we want to start getting into the plant-based diet because a lot of us over the COVID time put on some extra padding and we really want to get rid of it. And one of the best ways to get rid of it is through having your veggies. And these are some beautiful string beans. And when you do them, you just barely steam them. And you can enjoy all the bounties. You know, the funny thing is that we're getting to the end of our season now. And the vegetables are finishing up and everything are going, and you're just getting into eating the stuff, you know what I mean? So now we have to go back to the store and eat some of those not so nice. You know what I miss mostly in the winter? The tomatoes, because tomatoes in the store doesn't taste anything like tomatoes you have in your
No, no, you're right about that one.
no, and even the peppers, you know, because the peppers, you can get some beautiful, nice, tasteful peppers. And when the winter comes, you have to go back to the store and eat some of those really awful stuff. So I'm hoping that we can get into doing some more stuff to get you on the way of getting into a plant-based diet and getting into it real good, because sometimes we go in plant-based diet, but we eat so much carbohydrates, so it doesn't, you know, we still look big and bulky. If you get into the vegetables, get into your fruits, you will be on the way, and get rid of the oil. And you know, you see, you remember this thing, or coconuts? Coconut, if you're not using oil, you can really grate your coconut, squeeze it, and use it to saute your food, and it, even put it in your soups. It's really, really, really good. You wonder why our grandparents used to use so much coconut. So we want to cut down on the oil, we use some coconut. So we'll be giving more tips and stuff. And if, you know, we really want to use a Zoom, but if I don't have people on to talk with me, Zoom is not exciting, okay?
Yeah.
So we're inviting you to come back and spend the time the Thursday evening. You know, the sun set early now, so you can come in and spend that time with me. Any other questions?
Well, you talk about oil. So the oil you could use is the other oil, the coconut oil that you can buy in the jar.
Well, you know what happened? I'm going to tell you the truth. Oil is oil. And a lot of people swear by olive oil or coconut oil, but it's
grapeseed oil.
Still oil. And if you have things like diabetes, if you have diabetes, is the oil, not sugar or something like that, but the oil, because the oil has something to do. It's more devious than the sugar, really. So if you can start learning to cook without oil, you'll be on your way. I know it's not easy because we grew up using oil as if it was gold. But you really want to start learning to steam. And as I said, if you use your coconut and, you know, use it in a way that it will bring the flavor out in your food, and you won't miss the oil so much, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Now you mentioned oil, Blossom. What about margarine? Is it just as bad as the oil?
Oh yeah, margarine is not good.
Just as bad or even worse than the oil.
Worse, yeah, that's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well use butter. Butter.
Yeah, there's a difference though between the butter and the margarine.
Yeah, but if you notice that if you go, they will tell you I'm getting a vegetarian or a vegan. So that thing can last forever. I bought some vegan cheese the other day, and I had it forever.
Oh, is that good or bad?
Is
that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
That's a bad thing. It's not supposed to be lasting forever like that. That can't be good. Okay, even your fruits, when you get your vegetable from the garden, you know, it lasts.
Yeah, they go bad after a while.
But after a while, it's gonna go bad.
Yes, that's what makes it organic too. Yeah. Organic stuff don't last as long.
Well, not
No,
necessarily.
organic stuff lasts long. I
Yeah,
find organic
yeah.
stuff lasts longer
Yes.
because you don't
Really?
have all that
I thought
pesticides
it
in
was
it.
the preservative that keeps the stuff that to last longer. That's why they pump them up with preservative. It's the
Not
organic stuff. I thought that, they run their regular course, a normal course, and they
Well, it all depends
they
on what
go
you buy
back.
organic, though.
no.
What's that?
It
I said
depends
it
on
all
the
depends on
product.
what you buy organic, because some
Yeah.
organic stuff supposed to last longer to me when I
I
buy
don't
it.
think so.
Well, it depends on what like if you buy strawberries, the strawberries, and if it depends on how you keep it. If it's wet, if it's it depends on a lot of other stuff. Not necessarily preserve, because some things you can't preserve, like strawberries. So
Right. Sorry, it goes bad quick. Yeah.
yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
eat it. Yeah.
So it depends on what you're talking about, and it depends on how you keep it. If you put water in there or stuff like that, and keep it properly, doesn't store it right, of course it's gonna go bad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best thing is to freeze it, though. Yeah, as you say,
Yes,
freeze it, freeze it.
wash them and freeze them. But
Yeah,
when the freezing, you can't juice the freezing. So that's the thing.
Really?
you cannot what?
You can't juice when you freeze. You can't juice it.
No.
Really?
Yeah, if you say like
Oh yeah, true. You
you
can
can't juice
blend it, but you can't juice it.
You
Yeah.
can, yeah. So you have to. So I will tell you one more thing before we close. When you're planning on going on a plant base and you're doing juicing and smoothie stuff, if you're doing juicing, try to do juice, like having a good juicer is good. So you could juice like 2 days a week and not every time you want to drink some juice. That will put too much stress on you, and you're gonna not keep up with it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you want to spend like an evening that you put aside 2 days a week, Sunday and Wednesday or something like that, where you can do your juice.
Yeah. When I juice for 2 days. That's what I do.
Right.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you on this evening, and it's nice to talk with you, Del Rey and Miss Rima.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
You
the
too.
thing is, Miss Petgrave, you see, when I do my juicing, I used to use milk, almond milk, but I just use water now. Is that
Yes.
okay?
But you mean your smoothie?
In my smoothie, yeah.
Yes. You definitely can use just water. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
I use water too.
Yeah.
now
And you have
one
to
more
get the
thing.
right coconut water.
Yes, one more thing though, Blossom. I've always used the almond milk, and I also use the unsweetened almond milk. But
Exactly.
I just got onto oat milk, OAT
Yeah, I was
milk.
just about to say that's what I
And
use.
oat milk
Oat
is
milk.
so good, but
I
I
love
don't know if
oat
they
milk.
have an unsweetened version of it. But the
Yeah.
regular one is so good. That's what I've been,
Well,
That's what
alternating
I'm
now.
using too. I use oat milk,
Yeah, the oat
Try-
milk is good.
but I use the vanilla one. I use the
Yes, the
vanilla one
vanilla.
Try to get the unsweetened one though. They have an unsweetened one. I was
They
going
do?
to do. There is a recipe I had to do a smoothie using oat. But
Milk.
what you have to do is blend the oat to like a powdery. And
Oh, you
it's,
made your own oat milk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to give the kids that for in the mornings, because it keep them full longer when you use
Yeah.
them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do use a little oat milk, but I use the one with definitely no sugar in there.
Yeah, I have to look
Oh.
for that one.
Yeah, I think I tried that one, but I prefer the vanilla one.
Yeah, because it's so good.
Yeah, it is very,
Vanilla
very
one
good.
tastes so good.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm using right now, vanilla. Yep. Yeah.
All right. So one of the things you need to try to do is, if the thing with going on a plant-based diet is trying to come as natural as you possible can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you go buy those meats and those things.
Yeah, the
food,
processed
very
stuff,
natural.
artificial.
Yeah, the
Mhm,
processed food
Yeah.
will
I don't do processed stuff. I don't.
good,
mhm.
good.
Well, I'm
That
trying not to. I've actually started this journey about 3 years ago, where I gave up meat. But
mhm,
Yeah.
I still eat fish,
yeah.
and I still do, I'm guilty of doing the processed stuff sometimes. Um,
Yeah.
but
Because
I'm trying
I
not
eat
to.
meat. I eat chicken. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. Yeah, no, I gave up. I haven't had chicken or any meat other than fish in over 3 years. I just upped and did it. It
Really?
wasn't for any health reason. I just decided I'm not gonna
Yeah.
eat the meat anymore. And it's been
Yeah.
great,
A lot of my
you
family,
know.
they're on the plant-based diet too. A lot of, and the
Yeah.
young kids too, the young kid people, they're really
Yeah, yep.
conscious of
It's a
their
big
health.
crave right now,
Yep.
especially
Yep.
now that they have the social media, what I call them, the social media gurus and
Mhm.
people now that you follow. And there's one big one called Tabitha Brown, and she has, man, thousands of following. But she's completely vegan,
Oh,
Yeah.
and
really?
she'll put out she has the videos of how she cooks vegan and all that. It's very good.
Yeah, we have a
But
few
it's
people
work.
online. Yeah, a few people online to follow, yes.
Mm-hmm. It's
But I
work
don't have
though, but
equipment with like them and the lights and the this. So we do our little things here in Hartford.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, Miss
Okay.
Petgrave, have you got any more stuff in your garden that I could buy from you?
I have I have I have tons of
Tons of what?
She froze.
Oh,
okay, we can okay, let's finish the recording and then and don't hang up. I'll just
Talk
I'll
offline. You talk
yes,
offline.
don't
Mhm.
yeah, no, you'll be online, but we're gonna end the so other people don't think I'm selling my stuff to them.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, it was really nice having you on our program this evening, and I hope you enjoy the chit chat, and I'm hoping to see you next week as we continue with our Petgrave's Kitchen from the farm to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Thank you and have a great evening.